video was recorded in Ephesus, and it's one of the most unique and powerful ancient sites in Turkey. And we're sharing it to give you a sense of the kind of experiences you can have when you join us on our trips to Ephesus and other sacred places. The Spirit has shown us that certain sites act as portals, and when you sit and you focus on the location and simply listen inwardly, even if you're not used to meditating or channeling, you can hear higher consciousness surprisingly easy. These places hold an energy that allows you to connect with the wisdom of the past and the presence of the moment and even insights from the future. Ephesus has always been a meeting place for philosophers, spiritual leaders, seekers of wisdom, and that energy still resonates today. And what comes through is the ongoing creative spirit that has flowed here for centuries. So in this video, myself, Andrea, I'm part of the Divine Mind team, I channel that wisdom and I share messages that are both timeless and fresh, and including information that is still unfolding. If you'd like to connect with us and find out more about joining one of our journeys, at the end of the video you'll see our website and a QR code which will take you directly to the page, and it will be absolutely wonderful to see you there. Right, here we are at Ephesus at the library. I'm going to show you up that way, show you the magnificent views. There you go. Very, very famous library in Ephesus, and we're just going to do a bit of connection, a bit of channeling. I've got my friend here, say hi. This is Sema. So we're just going to go in and do a bit of connection there and see what happens today. It's quite crowded, but that shouldn't make a difference. So we shall go in and make a start. So today is a Sunday. Sunday the 7th of September, is it? Here we are in the library, and we're going to do a bit of connection and see what flows from Spirit today while we're here in Ephesus. So, just first and foremost, just do some focus connection, focus prayer, and see what flows. Being here in this library means a lot to Spirit. It enhances the vibrational feeling, the vibrational empathy to humanity that Spirit has naturally, and it increases through the focus of connection the flow of wisdom, the flow of knowledge, and everything that was studied here in the past and even in the future is present right here, right now, for humanity to embrace, to realise that within themselves is that full universal knowledge, the full connection with all of the philosophies, all of the philosophers that have ever existed, and all of the intuits and theologists, scientists and discoverers of the universe. So today, right here, right now, we're focusing on this particular building because as we connect with Spirit, we are given information about the use of this building and the prophecies that were provided from the studies here. There was many people focused here, ready to understand more about the universal systems, life itself upon Earth and beyond Earth, even then in the times that were present in the Roman Empire and in the Egyptian Empire, there was people focusing here, right here in this spot, providing information about the future and how the future looked for human beings, how the future was to be experienced. And this was unusual then and was held apart from those that were living daily lives. What was studied here was important for the human experience, because what was studied here drove many generations of people towards a higher wisdom, a higher platform of love for each other. And this is something that in this current era upon earth, humanity have forgotten. Humanity have not been so involved with the same philosophy, the same focus, the same intentions that were placed in the historical past and will be once more placed again in the path for human experience. As we relax, as we focus, as we connect here, we embrace a stronger connection than previously expressed here. Not because the connection was to develop, but simply because it has been developing through the appreciation that many people have placed here over the lifetimes. Being focused, being in receipt of the wisdom here is important to the next steps for human experience. Wars and the earth plane in its current state of affairs is one large expression of polarized experience upon earth that is a calling from the universe to bring about transformational change, to manifest through focus of attention in these places that were previously utilized for that reason. In this very library, in this place of focus, there is a vortex of creation open to many to explore. And in that focus, in that vortex of creation, the next human beings, the groups that focus more and more here within these vortices, will be given the information of great wisdom, joy and love that evolve through natural compassion that we have within the flow of love for humanity. So in the connections, as we divinely focus with the embrace of humanity as one and the choice to focus beyond all worldly expressions in war and greed, we can bring about a very strong information-led group that is here for many people to join and to entertain themselves with, have fun, but also enjoy the flow of information that comes through them to provide them with purposeful existence, more reason to enjoy life, more reason to focus more, to enjoy and bring about the philosophies that are still present, awaiting our findings. Ancient wisdom and its hold upon humanity now is something that
was always present eternally and is still present here and now for humanity to engage with future philosophy, future understanding and greater compassion for the earth as it currently stands. So with a heart open to the flow, with a universal love of life, let us connect here, let us connect together and enjoy what flows. A little taster of something that is to be discussed, to be shared, is the importance of shapes and the meanings, the communications behind shapes that are held within the entire Ephesus structure. Many shapes, many different expressions of information are present and are there to invoke, to inspire and to bring about the understandings that we have innate within us about human connections and beyond. So with that in mind, that little taste will be presented right here, right now. Over there, I don't know, can you see over there? Being pointed by spirit to the circle in the square. Yeah? Over there. So over there, the circle in the square is very symbolic of life upon earth. It symbolises the whole unified experience upon earth and provides a construct to that experience. That circle within the square is a natural way to express a constructed path of experience within the earth plane. And right next to that circle within the square is a square within the square. And that square is representing the two layers of mind within the construct. One that operates with less awareness, lower vibrational focus, but is naturally part of the introduction to the earth plane here to experience life on earth. And the secondary layer, the higher awareness, is there represented in the outer square for people to understand the nature of the platform that is earth and why it exists as a platform, why we experience life upon earth, and why the universal love for earth, God's love for earth, God's love for all upon earth can flow from within us, understanding the nature of this. So just right here, right now, just a very small introduction as to why these shapes are presented. And they are new tiles, new shapes that have been placed here. They aren't the original tiles. However, they are still symbolising the meanings, the creative focus and the experiential pull that the vortex of creation has here. Why were those shapes placed here? Why were those shapes expressed here? And that is simply because the vortex here is still creating. And understanding the nature of a creative vortex allows humanity to appreciate more why places are still standing, such as this library at Ephesus. Why is this place still remaining and holds space and time within its walls, and it wasn't destroyed within earthquakes or any other natural force that would bring about total destruction. It has been created purposefully and therefore maintains its manifestation through all that visit it. So it's an interesting place, a focal point of the tours for the retreats that we hold here. and all those that connect here can very easily feel the vortex that is still creating right here, right now, in this place. So, introducing the ancient philosophers and the ancient wisdom is easy, and bringing about that flow through yourself, through you, is also something that is easily enjoyed through focus groups in a thermal spa that we host very close to here. So I'm being asked by Spirit just to end this now and introduce that we bring people here and we focus beforehand so that they can understand when they get here what it is that they're connecting with, and how to feel the vortex, how to engage with the vortex, and how to recognise the symbols and the meanings in the entire place of Ephesus. And there's many, many, many different ones to connect with.